Hello, family. Welcome to Sharon Recommends. Today, we are going to talk about different, something that we grew up having it both. Today, we are going to talk about Christianity and the traditional beliefs. Here in the house, we've got Maish Pamuriwo and the Babachi Pamuriwo. May you please greet the viewers, Maish Pamuriwo?
Hello, viewers. Thank you so much, Sharon, for inviting me to this podcast. I hope this discussion is going to be an interesting one. Yeah.
Hello, viewers. Thank you, Sharon, for inviting us, me and Mike Pamelo, on your podcast. Thank you.
Thank you. So today, with me, honestly speaking, they said we must save one master. But me, I save two. Because as I grew up in between Christianity and my father was I don't know if he was a traditional healer, but he was a spiritual healer. Yes, spirit medium. Yes. So my mother was also a Christian. So these are two different things. So maybe if we start with what is Christianity and what is traditional beliefs, maybe if you start there, maybe we can match family.
Okay. To me, I can start by saying traditional religion is I can say it's a way of belief which is being passed on from generation to generation.
It's true.
And when it comes to Christianity, I think it's all about Jesus.
Yes.
People who are following Christ.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. In Babash Pamurio?
Well, as for me, it's tradition. To me, it's our culture. The way we lived, the way we survived. So that was our culture. And also not living out that whenever we do our ceremonies as traditional people, we would also at the end of the ceremonies, we would also say, after everything being done,
yes,
this has to go to God, but through our ancestors, our mediums, spirits, that they have to surrender to God.
Okay.
As of Christianity, I will not say much about it, but I'm just going to say a little. From my understanding, it's also the way people from the West, from Europe.
Yes.
To me, it's like also like their culture. That's the way they lived. They live. They have to go to God through Jesus. Because before Christianity came to Africa, we had our own way of praising God. We had our own way of living without the Bible.
Yes.
So when the missionaries come, I think around 6,000 years ago, that's when we started to know about Jesus as the Son of
God.
So I really don't know if these two work hand in hand, or you have to be a Christian but not following the your own tradition, or you have to do your tradition without the Christians. I think our viewers from the comment, they can also help us on that. How do you differentiate to? Do they work hand in hand, or you've got to do one, not both at the same time?
Can I say something?
Yes.
I think in my own point of view, looking at Christianity and tradition, I think these two, they just go hand in hand. The reason why I say that, when I grew up,
yes,
I was born in a Christian family, and that is on my father's side.
Yes.
Both of them were Christians. And at my mother's side, my grandfather he was a traditionalist. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. And my grandmother, she was a Christian. You see? So I think it goes hand in hand because my grandfather would allow my grandmother to go to church. And at the same time, when my grandfather is doing his rituals, traditional, where they used to brew beer, my grandmother would be there to support him also. So I think those things, they actually go hand in hand, but people tend to judge.
Yes.
Because everyone say everyone support the side that he or she is in support of. Yeah.
But if I've got a question for Mr. Chipamrio. Do you still practice your traditional beliefs?
Well, as for me, I've never practiced. Traditional or in actual fact, I do, but not in as of me doing the physical thing.
Yes.
When I grew up, I've watched elders doing it.
Yes.
And I've never tried to do it, but I can say I've got a know-how how they do it and why they do it at certain occasions. But I've never done it physically. But I still believe in my own tradition. I believe in my culture.
You believe in your culture?
Yes.
But now, Baba Chipamuro said he believes in his culture. But according to the Bible, anything, you must believe in Jesus. Because Jesus is the Son of God. You understand? And according to Mr. Chipamuro, they said they used to pray God. And you also said that. They used to pray God through the ancestors. But if you go to the Bible, the ancestors are dead, but Jesus is alive. How do you define that?
Well, the problem is, the problem came with Christianity.
Yes.
If I may, I know I'm going to be attacked by Christians.
Yes.
I'm ready for that.
Yes.
I'm going to bless them before
yes.
I think the problem came with Christians. I've never seen traditional people or mocking Christians.
Yes.
But I've seen Christians mocking other religions. I will give a good example.
Yes.
They mock Islamic.
Islamic.
They mock our African tradition.
Yes.
They also do that to this other religion group. What do you call them?
I also forgot this.
I forgot, but it's a prominent group. So the problem is with Christians. They don't understand the difference between religions. Because if I believe in my ancestors and they can take me through to God, that's what I believe. And I cannot say I know, because you can only believe in something that you've never seen.
Yes.
But that's why I say I believe.
Yes, I know.
Because I can only believe in something that I've seen.
seen.
But as of Christians, they believe, but when they talk, they do like they've been to heaven and back. And they do like they know what happens after life, which is, for me, it's a bit awkward.
Yes.
As I said before, that I don't really know much about
the Bible. Yes.
But from my own experience, that is what I have managed to find out through the years that I have lived, that the problem comes with Christians. They tend to look down upon other religions.
Yeah. Let me add just a little on what Mr. Chipamrio is saying. I am a Christian,
yes,
but at the same time, I follow my religion also, not in everything, know. And there are so many Christians who are still following their tradition, but they don't know that they are following their tradition. Because we can take a look at when people are getting married in the Bible, I don't think there is paying bride price. We are now talking about us Africans. We pay a bride price.
Yes.
And when it comes to Christianity, it's all about just white wedding and just buy a ring and maybe gifts for the husband and for the wife. That's all.
Yes.
So now we are still practicing it, and yet we are saying we are Christians. We are not supposed to do this. That's why I say it goes hand in hand. You know.
And for your own information,
Yes.
that white wedding is a traditional wedding for the white people.
You see,
It's a tradition.
so we are still holding on to some of the things that we say we are now Christians. We are not supposed to do this and this and this. Of which,
But still, at the end of the day, we are doing it, not knowing
that we are doing it. So we are still following the tradition.
And that's for me. I mean, Christianity was just a way of colonizing.
Oh.
But for me,
Here we go again. Yes, yes.
this is my
Yes, I respect that. Yes.
Remember, it's just an opinion.
Yes, it's an opinion. It will respect that.
And I'm not saying it's the real thing.
Yes, it's
But
true.
at the end of the day, I don't know.
Yes.
But as I see,
How you see it, yes, and how things were happening. That's yes.
so for me,
I
it was a
understand.
way of taking our land away.
But
But it's true, but that's when Christianity was introduced to us.
yeah,
Yes.
but you know what? At the same time, I cannot say Christianity when it comes is colonization. I don't know the way you are saying it.
Yes.
I cannot say it's bad because it came with some advantages. Yes, there are some disadvantages, but it came with advantages. You know,
Can you name some of the advantages so that the viewers and us can know? Because I don't know.
Yes, because when Christianity came, they came with they started building schools. You know, because people were literate.
Yes.
You know, and they started going to school. People started to know a lot of things, and hospitals were built. We know that.
Yes.
Most of our parents, they were born in the heart, and a lot of complications were taking place. You know.
Can I interrupt?
No, I was just saying the advantages of the.
That is true.
I'm asking to
Yes. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay, I agree with you. I know they build schools.
Yes.
They build hospitals. They do all that.
We are not speaking English because of them also.
Yes, we're not speaking. But for me, like I say, they come to strip away my name and strip away my culture from me, my identity from me.
Which I agree.
As an African. Because I was an African living in the jungle without any problem. I survived many generations in the jungle without hospitals, without schools.
Yes.
I could eat, I could feed my family, I could do whatever I wanted to do without any problem.
Yes.
I could live for years without diabetic, without cancer, without a lot of things that came with the civilization that they came with. They say we were not civilized, we were living in the bushes, but we were okay. We didn't have schools, but we were okay. We didn't speak English, but we were okay. So for me, they stripped away my identity to be called an African. Now I have to communicate with English. It's now an international language. If you don't speak English, you don't get money. We didn't have money, but we survived with that money.
Yes.
We traveled without cars.
We walk.
But
long distance.
But it was very hard.
But can we say they stripped off your identity, or that was your choice? Because people were not forced to.
That was the choice that was made by our ancestors after being forced.
We were forced. Remember,
by the missionaries.
But
that's what he's saying.
Remember, they just didn't come to Africa.
Yes.
They started with slave trade. They captured people. They captured people. They forced people to go to the Caribbean. They forced people to go to America. A lot of our people perished in the sea going to America, being captured. So for me, they forced us to be what we are today. Otherwise, we will.
But still, you can still go back to where you were
because it already destroyed. That's what he's saying. Some of the things that you were surviving with, like there were forests, there were what, yes. And some of them were destroyed. And where you were staying in the jungle, there are houses.
Our culture is destroyed. We don't have a culture anymore. We don't practice what we used to practice. We survived more than 80 years and beyond. But now our life expectancy now is below 60. But our ancestors would go over 90, 100.
Yeah, it's because of a lot of experiences are happening right now, because people are experiencing things.
And who are experiencing
And
this?
how did these things came about?
But can I ask you,
I don't
maybe
know.
if you we before I'm so sorry for interrupting you. Ashpa Muro, do you believe in Jesus?
Yes,
Do you believe in God?
I believe in God.
So
But that doesn't strip away my African belief. I believe in Jesus because the Bible taught me to do that.
Oh, okay. It taught you to do
It
that.
taught me to do that.
So Ashpa Muro, I can come back to you. Somebody who believes in Jesus and somebody who believes in his ancestors. Taking all like if you go there and then they take their problems to God. So now they are not going through Jesus. They are going through ancestors. What do you have anything to say about that one? Is it a correct way of doing it? Is it a correct way of praying?
Yeah, it is a correct way of praying, because it's what they believe in. Whatever you believe in can work for you, so it's correct.
But this is when you because now that I'm growing up, now I know the ancestor spirit is a demon. And then all those rituals that way. Now we are even there where we come from. We are afraid to do some of the traditional functions. Am I lying?
Yes.
Because if you start to do it, people start to call you names. A witch. You are doing the rituals. You are doing this and that. But long back it was being done without being called rituals and what. But now,
you know what? It's only the Christians who are saying that, like what Mr. Chipamuro said earlier on, that the Christians are the ones who are criticizing this tradition way of life, because even in Christianity, what you call it, rituals are also done, because when someone is taken to the river for baptism, it's a ritual.
But now in Christian,
And when we take a look at tradition, someone can be taken also to the waters, maybe to be purified for their ancestors to come out, and maybe you'll be baptized so that the Holy Spirit can manifest in you. So the rituals are also done, but in different ways.
But in Christianity,
You know,
they don't call it the rituals.
you see now. But they are all once the Holy Spirit manifests in you, they say it's good. And when his ancestors manifest on him, it's a demon.
It's a demon.
Yes, it is.
Because that's what
the
they say.
ancestors is dead and Jesus is alive. You see the difference? Your ancestors were buried. You can go to their grave. But Jesus doesn't have a grave because he did come out.
But you know what? To people who believe in those traditional things, once they go and talk to their ancestors and say, please, we need this and that, it will happen because they believe in that. Same applies to us Christians also. If we go and kneel down, pray to God, we want this, then this, it will happen.
So
I'll give you a good example.
Yes.
If I take this glass, this is
what?
Clear. There's water inside. Can you believe this water is colorless?
Yes, it's colorless.
Okay. If I take a blue jar and put water in there, and I don't tell you that there's water in there, and I ask you what is in there, what do you see there? What do you tell me you see?
We see the blue jar.
But there is water inside. There's pure water inside. So this is what God is like. God is everywhere. No matter in blue, no matter in black, no matter in red, God is everywhere. So the most important thing is to pray to your God, to know that there is God, respect the will of God.
But can you okay? I've got a question, and this thing I've seen this question a lot of times. Can you be a Christian and believe in your tradition, but according to Christianity, it's not allowed because you can only serve one God.
Mhm.
You understand what I'm trying to say?
Mhm.
Which means this traditional stuff is not allowed. You are supposed to serve Jesus. You pray to Jesus, the Son of God, and then you see, if you don't believe in Jesus, the Son of God, which means the God, you don't believe in him. That's what they say. You understand? And then the ancestors, they are dead. Hmm? They're in their graves. You can go and see their graves. But in Jesus doesn't have, we don't have a grave for Jesus.
You know what? It's not all about praying the ancestors, but there are certain things that we are supposed to do is Africans that are that doesn't go hand in hand with Christianity.
What
It's
you
not
call-
all about praying the ancestors. You know.
When we talk of a person
Yeah.
in spiritual realm or in godly context,
Yes.
we don't usually talk about the flesh. We talk about the spirit.
It's
So what
true.
you buried is the flesh,
Mm.
but the spirit, once you are dead, it goes to another dimension.
Yeah.
You understand? So, like you said, Jesus, you don't have a grave for Jesus. Of Jesus, Jesus
Yeah.
was buried in the tomb,
Yeah.
but he rose in flesh.
Mm.
He didn't rose just in
Yes, in spirit.
but he rose.
Eh.
So the thing is, that's why I said I can only believe, but I don't know. Because you can believe in what you don't. Well, do you believe you? I'm your brother.
Mm.
No, you don't believe. You know I'm your brother.
Yes, I know your brother.
So you
Yes.
don't believe I'm your brother. But you know
I know this is my brother. Yes.
But do you believe you're a daughter of God?
Yes, I do.
How?
Because I was told.
Yeah, because that is what
This is why I'm giving you these silly examples.
It's not silly. It's
I'm trying to make you think twice about Christianity and tradition. In my mind, in my eyes, if I close my eyes, I don't see anything. But it's one and the same thing when I open my eyes. That cane will still be there. You understand?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, as I said, at the end of the day, it's all about God. It's all about believing in God. For me, it doesn't matter how you do it, but as long as you believe in God, that God is the creator, God is my creator. I think we do good to people, do good to the world, make a difference.
Yeah, I want to say something. Yeah, Sharon, you said when people start to pray to the ancestors, our ancestors, they are dead and buried. You know, so they are dead and buried. You know, and then you said Jesus, he died and he rose. You know. We are talking about manifestation, yeah, of the spirit, no matter it's ancestral spirits or it's this Holy Spirit, you know, right? You say Jesus is dead, ne? And our ancestors, he died and rose. Our ancestors, they died and they were buried. Why is it in churches? I had never seen anyone manifesting a Holy Spirit which is saying Jesus. I always hear people saying Joshua, Area, Manuel. That's what we always hear. And who are these Joshua? Who are these people? Michael, Mutuma, Alesimba, Gabriel. And
They say they are.
are they alive, those people? They are dead. So what's the difference now when it comes to tradition?
Well, I think it now depends with the church. Because Joshua and area, we find them in Masowe.
Yes,
understand?
and they are Christians. They are Christians, and they are Christians.
Yes, yeah, you are right, Mike Pombo. You are right. So yeah, it's very confusing.
You see now,
Why would I, if I believe that Jesus is the way, why would I pray now to Abraham, who was blessed by God? And if you look at Abraham, what was his story? It's not even half the Bible. But he was a person who was blessed by God. Why would I now follow that Abraham? Why would I now try to?
You know, sometimes,
I get confused.
yeah, sometimes as Christians, we
Why would I say
bring
Abraham?
confusion unto ourselves. You know,
Because it takes us there where you were talking about your ancestors. Because if you talk about all those Abraham, Joshua, whatever you're talking about, those ancestors, they're dead.
you see, you
They're
see.
dead.
So why would I now
Yes.
go
they say,
through Abraham? But you don't want me to go through. To go through my uncle family, but you want me to go through Abraham and then to Jesus and then to God.
Yeah, no, this is very interesting. We are going to take a break and then we are going to come again. Thank you. Hello, guys. Welcome back to Sharon Recommends. We are continuing with the Christianity and the traditional beliefs. This is a very interesting topic. Please, guys, don't forget to subscribe, share, and press notification button. Back to you, Maish Pamurio and Babash Pamurio. Let's continue.
Thank you, Sharon.
Can you serve two gods? Can you be a Christianity and do your traditional beliefs? But the God says no.
Oh, sorry, I'm going to first finish my sentence that I was saying before we took a break.
Yes.
So I was saying sometimes as Christians we confuse ourselves. You know,
Yes.
the reason why I say that, you can see that we say we are Christians, but yet we do a lot of different things. We read the same Bible, we do different things. You see, each church have its own what do you call it? Yeah, do you call it constitution or its
own rules, whatever. I don't know.
No, doctrine.
Yes.
You know. We all read the Bible, and you say you see these people who are praying here. They say us we don't eat pork. And there they say no, us we eat pork. There they say no, we drink beer. There they say no, we don't do this. We don't plait hay. We don't. All those things they are in the Bible, but at the same time, as Christians, we are confusing ourselves. Sometimes you end up thinking maybe I'm at the wrong church because you hear other people they say oh, we do this, and they can even open the verses for you with the chapters in the Bible. You know, but when we go to tradition. You can see that they stick to what they know from the beginning. They don't change. No matter it's someone who is from Mutare or it's someone who is from Binga, or they just do their own thing the same way. You know,
it's not like they change.
They don't change.
Yeah, for me with Christianity, I get so confused because, like seriously, I get so confused. If I look at Muslims, they serve one God. They go through
Allah.
their Allah. They go through their Muhammad. But there's only one church. One
true.
Yes, one church. And the way they pray, if they pray 3 o'clock, everyone 3 o'clock is praying. You understand? They stick to what they believe in. But if you go to Christians now, there are too many Christian churches around. And the Bible says you can only go through me, meaning Jesus, when you go to God. I think for me, that's just it. For me, I think it's their own doctrine with their own book. And they believe that the book, and they believe what they read in the book, and they follow that. And as well as our ancestors, we don't have written evidence of how our ancestors used to live, but we've got the knowledge of how we lived and praise our God. So it's very unfortunate that we don't have a written document to support our culture. But as of the white people, they were clever enough to have it written down to support their religion.
It's religion.
Yeah. So for me, Christianity is just a religion. So our African tradition It's just
A
a religion.
religion.
It doesn't have anything to do with God.
Mm.
That's the way I see it. It does
Yeah.
not have anything to do with God. This is got something to do with humanity.
Mm.
And I think the other reason why Christians, as Christians, the reason why we are too confused is because we are adapting some other people's culture. Yeah, yeah, I can say it like that. Because Christianity came with the missionaries. So it means we are adapting something which is not ours. That's why we are confused too much. and we are ending up you had Mr. Chipamuro said there are too many churches. We are ending up opening too many churches. It's because of confusion. And some of our leaders, they are now running back to tradition underground. When the church members you don't know, you know. So that's why, because we are doing something which is not which we don't know.
So, in other words, Christianity and our tradition and Muslim, for me, it looks like it's one and the same thing.
One and the same
It's either you believe in Christianity or you believe in your tradition or you believe in Muslim. Because at the end of the day, so you're telling me that those people who believe in Hinduism and the Muslim, they don't go to heaven.
Oh, that's very interesting.
Is that
I
what you
think
say?
I think on that one, I think according like how I see, I believe in, I'm a Christian, but that doesn't mean, because some of the Bible verses that are in there, I also get confused, and also I think to me it's very confusing. Like if you go to the Old Testament, there are animals that we are supposed to eat,
Yes.
and then if you go to the New Testament, we remember when Apostle was praying, and then there were animals that were brought down, and then you were asked to eat, and then he said no, and then God said there is nothing that can come from it, that you understand. Yes. So it's very confusing. So like to me, I think God wanted people to do the right thing, but He sent a lot of people. So those people, they read this Bible on their own way, but at the same time, they wanted us to do one thing, to do the right thing. But I think it was written differently. That's what
this book to me is a history book.
it.
Because
No.
the people who were writing this book, they were writing things which were happening that time.
Yes.
Like the letters that were being written, like letters to the Corinthians.
Yes.
Those letters have got nothing to do with us. Those letters were written specifically for Corinthians. Letters to the Galatians.
Yes.
Those letters were written specifically for the Galatians. It's got nothing to do with us. You see, so you really have to open your mind and ask for wisdom from God to be able to see how confusing this book is.
But some of the things that were written in the Bible, though it was written some years ago, but some of the things that were written in the Bible, they're happening now.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. There are some things that were written, and now we can see those things.
Exactly, that's the thing now.
So to me, I can say a Bible is a prophecy. Can I say, yeah?
Yeah, it is a prophecy.
Some things
I'll give you
that are happening now.
We are having this discussion. We are rating the North Star. And let's say we are talking about the future, but referring to what is happening right now. Remember, the world is from the beginning up to the end. Our problems fall under one channel. Our sisters, we had wars, we had fighting, there was hunger, there was drought, there was everything. It's one and the same thing. They were fake prophecies. Prophets. I remember who was this king? I think it was it Daniel? When David was called to prophesy, and then there were, I don't know how many prophets who prophesied wrong, but there was only one person who prophesied the right thing, which means there were also fake prophets. So there is nothing new that is happening now that didn't happen before.
I'm sorry You know, the verse that you're talking about, I think I know about it, and it wasn't about false prophets. It was um, God.
It was God.
It was God who sent the spirit of lie in the prophets, only to teach the king a lesson.
But that's the same thing that is happening now.
But now we cannot say God is sending the spirit of lie in prophets. You know, they are the ones, the prophets, who are going to look for things to make themselves prophets.
But God allows it so that we can see.
But if you're if you're saying they are the prophets who are going out there and then they look for things,
Yeah,
to see things, which means they are going to the traditional healers.
Yes,
the same people that
that's what I said. That's what I said. That's what I said. I said there are now many churches because their leaders are going behind our backs.
Yes,
you know, to the traditional healers also
Yes,
to get powers and whatever. And if they tell us you don't have to go to traditional this, you don't have to do this while they are doing it.
Yes,
So
yes.
I find it very hard to follow Christianity because there's a lot of misunderstanding in Christianity. Misinformation. There's not enough information to put on the table and say, okay, this is a clear thing. Because today they say something, tomorrow there's another thing.
But me, I'm a Christian and I believe in God, and at the same time I don't forget who I am.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. So we as you can hear, this discussion is very interesting. And Maish Pamuro and Babash Pamuro has got their own views. I've got my own views. You can also write in the comment section what you think about this topic. I think that way, that's how we learn.
Yes.
Yeah, that's where we learn. So
when I grew up, my father was he was not a traditional leader. He had the spirit medium of the family, and my mother was also a Christian. Whenever my father started to do that thing, my mother would run, take his stuff, give him his stuff, help him to dress him and whatever. And then that's it. But if you go to church to Christians now, that touching of it's not even allowed. But he has in the same Bible, it says, give Caesar what belongs to Caesar. And there are some people who even preach about go and first finish your traditional things and then you
come back. It's true.
So in the other sense, going back to your topic, does Christianity and our traditional culture goes hand in hand? For me, it's a yes. It does. It does. It does collaborate in many ways.
Yeah.
But according to the Bible, it doesn't. You cannot save two masters at one time. So that's
no. My sisters are not my coach.
You know what? Looking at that chapter where it is written, you were not supposed to save two masters at the same time. I think this is what I think on my own point of view. I think God was talking about worshiping other things, idols. You know, I don't think he was talking about your ancestors.
I think if you take it back, we said the Christian, they pray their God through Jesus, you understand. But when you are talking about yes, their messenger. But when you're talking about traditional beliefs, it's through ancestors. So now the ancestors becomes the gods, the I don't know what to call them, the mediator or the gods, which means according to Christianity, they are idols. You understand what I'm trying to say? They are idols, and it's not even allowed to do so, because we can only do that through Jesus.
That's according to the Bible.
Yes, according to the Christian.
What about according to my culture? What about according to Muslim?
But I believe that when the missionaries came, as you said, a lot of things changed.
That's why I said.
And we started to follow Christianity. Because a lot of people, especially me, I'm from Zimbabwe, a lot of people, it's about Christianity. If you want to start to preach about traditional beliefs and what, it's now demonic stuff.
Yeah, that's what people say. They say it's demonic, but they are doing it behind our backs. That is the truth. People are doing it.
Because when I spoke about the Bible and the missionaries when they came, it suits their ideology.
Sorry guys, I had a problem with the sound, so I had to end the video over here. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you comment, share, subscribe, and like the video. And don't forget to press the notification button so that every time I post a video, you'll be the first person to be notified. So I hope you like this video. Bye. See you in the next video.